everybody. Happy Friday. It is so good to see you guys all again. The weeks are just going by too quickly. I think it's because the weather is finally lovely. My name is Priya Mohan. I am the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Behind the camera is my lovely daughter, Mira.
Hello.
And we are here, like on every Friday night, to spend some fun time with you, relaxing, looking at silks, hanging out like we're all just friends, which we are, for those of you who are already which we are. If you're already part of the Sorry Not Sorry community, you know that the other people who are watching this with you are as wonderful as you are, and we are truly blessed to have such an incredible community/customer base that we get to hang out with on Friday nights. Tonight, we are going to be featuring a collection out of which 22 pieces are brand new. Those 22 pieces are going to get released on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can definitely preview these pieces now, and they're also online. If you are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, you should be able to see the link in the description that takes you to the collection that we're about to show you. If you are watching on Instagram, comment the word drop to have a link to the collection sent to you. Many of the pieces, more than half, maybe even 3/4 of the pieces that we're going to look at today are available right now. And it'll be a really great chance for us to show you what those pieces look like on. For the new pieces, we've had the time to take photo shoots and do videos, but we haven't had time to do that for pieces that were already part of our collection. So tonight is a really great night to see these other pieces in action and maybe see if there's something, rather than waiting for Sunday, something that will fill the void in your wardrobe that you can just grab today.
For instance, the beautiful boxy baby doll to mom's.
It's
right.
It's on the right side of me. Mira is doing this in the background,
but it's
guys.
backwards because she's facing me.
And it is beautiful. Now, this one was already in stock, right?
This one was already in stock, and I chose a beautiful Regé Pimpin bag. A Regé Pimpin.
Oh, I love it.
It is, if you want to show the camera, just because it fits in with our tie-dye theme.
It does.
But what I really like is that it is like the hand painted on the top.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful marble on. And I believe it's also hand painted.
It is. All of it is hand painted. Yeah.
Marble on the back, and it has like almost all of the colors in today's collection. It has some reds, some greens, some yellows, some purples, and that vibrant blue and a vibrant pink on the button.
Yes. And actually the bag that I got from Pepin for myself is this fabric here. Mm-hmm. But I like, how this kind of brings it into fall.
Yeah.
Because this feels very much like a summer bag, but when you have that additional color on the back, and you can also wear it this way.
And I also really love the look with the jeans too, because it brings in that kind of, people see the tie-dye and assume you have to go a boho look, but this is more of like a modern.
It is. It's actually almost like if you were camouflaged in a garden.
Yeah.
It's a garden camouflage.
Yeah.
The best place to camouflage yourself, because you want to hide from the bees.
So we have some lovely joiners. And
yes.
I don't mind if I run through.
Yes, please do.
So we have all of our lovely ladies joining us. We have Jane and Jordy and Michelle. Jane says hi and happy Friday. Our lovely artist and jewelry maker Christine Aiklin has joined as well. Michelle says happy Pride. Jordy says hooray. Jacqueline Love says hello ladies and happy Friday. Heather says love is love. Jordy says ooh, and the pink Hana necklace with the pink button on the bag. Yes,
Jordy, I was going to say it and you said it for me. Like, look at that.
Thank you guys. And I try. And then Tavita says happy Pride. And Jordy says happy Pride to the loveliest folks. And then I want to give a quick shout out to Margaret Webb, who is sharing some really fun hacks on our YouTube. She says happy Friday, happily ripping out the elastic from my shrug, which is way too tight.
Bolero. And that's because Carrie did that.
Yes, she says thank you, Carrie B, for the note, and that the item becomes a kimono sleeve top. It's one of my faves. And she's happily using her stitch ripper to remove the elastic from her too tight bolero sleeves. Oh, and now she'll have the shrug that she prefers.
That's so great. Another little trick is you can turn your kimono sleeve tops into ponchos and your ponchos into your kimono sleeve tops. They're exactly the same rectangle of fabric, just one is sewed together and one isn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, these are all tangled.
Did you want to pass them to me and I can untangle them behind the camera?
Maybe I'll just like do this for now. Wouldn't that be cute? And now I'll pass them to you.
Yeah. Oh my God. I had a customer come in and she was so sweet and so lovely. And thank you for her patience. But she was like, I saw that you guys have those artisan necklaces and I'd love to see them. And I was like, of course, I will happily get those for you.
I'm gonna go get them actually.
Yeah, they're hanging on.
Yeah.
They're hanging. But, oh no, those ones, yes. But I was talking about the artisan ones.
Oh, those ones.
Yes.
Oh gosh, those
That,
are
like,
hanging in the other room.
Yes, that we also sometimes give as our pop of color. But what was so funny was it was the one thing that remained untouched from the move.
Yeah, it
So
is.
I bring out this basket of the most tangled heap of necklaces you've ever seen.
We didn't wrap them in a thoughtful
they're
way.
so complete. They're just one giant ball. And I go, so why don't you tell me the colors you like and I will try really hard to untangle them.
Wow.
And so thank you for your patience. That was very sweet. But it was so funny. I spent an hour after she left just untangling all of them.
This is a really pretty one too. Oh, camera is higher. You know why it's so hard with this camera is that it's a wide angle lens. And so I move a little bit and I'm right out of screen. Yeah, so cute. I'm so excited about these necklaces. I've kind of forgotten entirely about the other ones. We should definitely tag these as well. For those of you who don't know, these are the necklaces made by Christine, one of our lovely customers.
And that one's so perfect.
And yeah, they are beautiful. They are just, each one is dreamy. Oh, camera, right? Oh, yep, there.
You have to do the beauty influencer hand.
What's that, this?
You just present? No, it's where you hold it in front of your hand so the camera focuses.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can see everything because, wow, tilt it down a little bit. Wow.
Oh, it is a beauty influencer hand.
That's how they show their makeup products.
Only someone from your generation would know that. This didn't exist.
I saw this. Someone was making a joke about, it's like when you're lying about your age for an audition. And she's like, yeah, I'm in grade 7. And they're like trying to test her. And they're like, a phone's ringing. Pick it up. And she goes, and they go, dang, she's good. So instead of doing the phone hand that my mom did, kids nowadays, which is messed up, just go like this. Because all phones are flat.
Yeah. That's
even
so
though you're
crazy.
still talking into one ear and listening from one end.
Or, okay, this would be another one. You're really angry. Hang up the phone.
Like that was a button, but it used to be a slam.
Or
it used to be a.
Yeah, that would do it.
So Jordy says, I love Christine's gorgeous jewelry. Margot says, hello, silky ladies. And Dale Ingram joined us.
Oh, well, hello, Dale. Dale
is, I know it too, and I always...
No, and I'm thinking, no, it was Deborah. Hi, Dale. Deborah posted something on the Swap and Sell today. She took a fall, and she was so worried about preserving her silks. she hurt her hands and everything, but her outfit, still pristine. Yeah.
Heck yes.
So just for those of you who don't know, our collection this week is about pride. And I was so proud of the team of Shafali, Alex, Rachel, and Mira because we had no intention of being performative with pride. We did not want to say, oh, it's pride. Let's just do a rainbow of things and, look at us participating.
A high gay moment.
What is that?
Basically, there's these two drag queens who are really well known, named Trixie Mattel and Katya.
Yeah.
And their joke that they've made into a really big thing is that in the month of June, the companies all become so performatively inclusive that as they're like, on June 1st, every single company goes, hi, gay. I
thought you meant level high. No. Yeah. And so, that is just not something we wanted to do. But we do love the fact that we have all of these rainbow silks, and we also have so many customers that fit in and belong to the LGBTQ plus community. Mm-hmm. And those two facts have nothing to do with each other, except we really wanted to be able to highlight them. And so we ended up, thanks to our great new downtown BIA, we were able to connect with Queer Coffee, which is an organization that promotes community within the community. And and then we had people who are members of that organization, that informal community group, come out and be models for us so that we could feature those models in all of our advertising and really amplify their voices, so that they're not hidden in the background. They are of a very important, integral, forward-facing part of our community, and it was just really nice. Honestly, we should be doing this all the time, and we will always take any model that comes our way. It's very hard for us to find people to model for us. Thank God for you customers. You know who you are, who show up for us time and time again. But it's just such a great opportunity to be the word was there.
Inclusive.
Not just inclusive.
Uplifting.
That also. But where you consciously choose to do something that, you were going to do anyways, but you're like intentional.
Intentional, the other one.
Intentional.
Google intentional.
So what we ended up choosing was the Shibori collection. So we, the lot of the fabrics you're going to see today are these ones with the new dyeing technique. Here, I can show you some samples right there. This new dyeing technique that they've been doing in Rajasthan. And I tried to do some research on it today.
And allow me.
And I sent it to Mira. I'm like, Mira, look what I learned.
And allow me to share.
Okay,
but
and I will just change other. I think this is a new one, right?
I believe it is a new one.
Yes, this is the one you tried on. So this
it is the one I tried on.
Yes.
Guys, I did the videos this time and I forgot.
So this one here will be available on Sunday.
And before I dive into our research, I just wanted to say Jennifer Warren has joined us, as well as Leah Boone. So hello. Michelle's wondering, is that a gray or a blue? A very good question.
Excellent question. So my guess is the answer is going to be both.
I'd say, it's like a slate gray.
Yes, it's a slate gray. And then in places, it has slightly bluey undertones. Like
of charcoal.
Right there, there's a bit more blue. There's also some purple in it. But I guess the closest thing I could do is show it to you with a pair of jeans.
And what color of red would you say that poncho is?
That's a really great question.
I don't think it is the winter Casbah, and I think Hawthorne is too bright.
Oh, should I get those swatches?
Oh, it's up to you. I was just using them as a frame of reference.
So I want to say it is a neutral red. It doesn't appear either blue or orange to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very cool tone.
It's cool toned, but like I think it's like this one clearly has more blue in it. It almost looks like a burgundy, whereas this one is just a neutral red with gray blues and purples. Mm-hmm. Lavenders, actually. Mm-hmm. No yellows, though. Nothing warm in the...
Except for the gold embroidery at the bottom.
Yes, which has been dyed over, though. But it is gold embroidery. Did you want to read what shibori is? What this particular dyeing style is? It's a shibori style of dyeing, but it's a type of shibori, right?
Yes.
Yes. I sent it to you.
Yes. I was just going to read some comments.
Okay.
This is Margot was wondering if it was tomato, but you had answered that.
Yeah.
Jacob says bonjour. And Sabina says Priya wearing jeans.
Again.
So this is Miura shibori.
That's the type of shibori.
It is also known as looped binding. The artist uses a hooked needle and plucks sections of the fabric. The released pattern resembles water ripples. The pattern achieved depends on how tightly the fabric is bound and where it is bound. So there's a lot of variation possible in this and every other shibori technique.
But then that big question we had of how do they preserve the embroidery? And I think I sent you the answer to that as well. This is a new piece. This one is getting released on Sunday.
The entire embroidery included... Oh, I found it. Here it is. So there's cross dyeing. If the embroidery is cotton or rayon and the sari is silk, artisans use a dye that targets only one fiber, or they use a mix. So for instance, a cold water fiber reactive dye will aggressively stain cotton embroidery, but leave the silk a lighter shade, and so the embroidery will pop as a new shade.
That makes sense.
Artisans can include the embroidery directly into the shibori folding and the binding process to break up the stitched patterns that can resist the lines.
Yeah, so it's very conscious dyeing.
Yes.
Right? It's not like dump it into a vat and hope for the best. I wanted to show you that this is all applique on. So
wow.
Yeah. So this, even this part is applique on, but I feel like that's part of the original sari. And then these are all appliques. And it switches over right here into a different fabric and then switches back. This is so soft. And I always love it when there's a trim at the bottom because it just adds that extra weight so that when you spin. For those of you who are looking for wedding outfits, I know we just, Mira and I and my husband and one of Shefali's friends, we were at Shefali's graduation today. And it's just so nice to see all of these families come out to support these hardworking youngins who have completed their degrees. And I know a lot of us are planning for weddings, baby showers, other graduations, things like that this summer. So we did create a collection if you're interested in looking at it. We called it Special Occasions. And if you are on Instagram or Facebook, you can comment the word wedding and you'll get the link. If you just want to go to our website, if you look under bestsellers, there's now a collection called Special Occasions, I think. Special Occasions. And you can have a look under there. These are pieces that Shefali handpicked along with Alex with her help for things that we think are just ever so slightly elevated beyond, like these are things that you would not also wear to the grocery store. Like they really do feel like special occasion pieces. So definitely worth checking out if you've got somewhere to go.
Sabina's wondering, does the dye come off easy during the wash cycle?
So that's an excellent question, and it depends on the sari.
That's what I was going to say. I do have one where it is a brown shibori, and it does, like a little bit of pigment is still within the piece. So when I wash it, I try to wash it with like colored saris or garments. And then, but we do also have some where if it's light enough or light in color, then it doesn't, I find the color doesn't run. What would you say? I've
only had I wouldn't say that the color running problem is specific to shibori. I would say it does seem to be the occasional sari, just generally
it depends
speaking.
On the dye color.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's a shibori issue. It's a fabric dye issue. And in all the pieces that I've had, I've only had one blue one that faded ever so slightly. And when I took it out of the washing machine, it was dripping blue. And so I kind of hung it up and put a towel underneath it and let that all wash out. And that was the biggest experience I had with color, where I thought, okay, that is a lot of color loss. It didn't really affect the garment. It was something I actually needed to deal with, which was something I've never had to do with these silks. Like it's never been something I've had to have on my radar. So I would say most of the time, dye is not an issue. They will lose color as much as anything that is deeply dyed will lose color. The dyes are not necessarily as color fast as the dyes that you can get now in modern days. But a lot of these saris were made in the 60s, the 70s, before those same caliber of fast dyes were actually available.
So Margot shared a really great hack in the comments. She said vinegar and the hand wash water with soap helps with dye retention.
There you go.
That's really good to know. And then Jordy says, oh, wow, it's the dye. This was such a mystery to me. I still think it's done via magic. It's still magic even when you learn the answer. And then she also says, I love the new special occasion section on the website.
Oh,
that was such a great idea. And Jane shares that she hasn't had any experiences like that and has many of those pieces and has washed them with no issue. So yeah, like for instance, like I have a lot of silks of mostly darker colors because I am my mother's daughter, so I gravitate towards reds. Yeah. And I only have one piece that was a wabi sabi because we knew that one specifically alone from all of the other silks did have a bit of color dye issues. But like, even it really does come down to the dye, because when we had our patchwork pants, we knew that the purple and the blue had a tendency to also have their dye run a little bit just because it's such a dark color.
Look, I learned.
Oh.
Presentation hands. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question.
The necklace.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I like it this side. Yeah. So yeah, this is another one of Christine's necklaces. That's a great question. And actually, I'm going to be putting into our stories more often than I ever have an opportunity for you guys to ask questions about the brand, because harking back to my teacher days, I always think if one person has a question that actually has the courage to raise their hand and ask it, there are definitely more people out there who thought the exact same thing, but were like, oh, I don't want to ask a question and, be dumb.
That's why I always ask a question. And then in some of my classes, people thought that I was asking too many questions.
That happened to Nisha as well.
And I was like, well, I'm doing a public service. So
Clearly
maybe
you're
you should
my
ask
daughter.
some questions.
Yeah, no, it's true. But we
Something
value.
that happened to Nisha too.
Yeah, it did. It happened to Nisha too. She would have questions or comments all the time.
Yeah, and I was like, well, and it was in the class where the professor, like, he would be purposely silent. Like, he was one of those ones who was like, if you wait a bit,
Somebody will say
like,
something.
okay, I'm gonna say it because it's silent. And no one ever did. And then I'd raise my hand and boom, 3 other kids are raising their hands. But then that was really crazy. That was a crazy time. Everyone thought that that was the class. Everyone thought that I was trying to, this is how crazy kids are. They thought that I was trying to get with the professor. And I said, no. A girl is just trying to do well on her paper. And I have format questions. And keep in mind, my questions weren't even like, what are you doing later? It was like, so like if I use a semi-dash,
a semicolon,
or a dash in my paper, are you going to automatically target me for using AI?
Oh, that's true. Did you actually ask that?
I did.
Because I always use dashes in my writing. And then I wrote something and Shafali was like, you've got to get rid of the dashes. And I'm like,
people associate dashes with AI. And I'm like, but everyone who knows how to write knows how to use dashes.
Well, and I wrote something and I used a colon because it really was the right punctuation to use. And then I ran it through AI, I'm so sorry, to proofread it because it was quite long. And AI told me not to use the colon. Yeah. And I'm like,
but no, you're wrong.
It was a sentence that introduced another sentence.
No, I know. Because so my prof was like, I'm not going to say that you use AI, but unfortunately, if wherever you're going to put a semicolon or a dash, you can put a comma. And I said, but it doesn't pack the same punch because I want
not.
It does. Yeah, he didn't want like the dramatics, and now you can see that I have an English teacher mom. I asked actually following that class. I asked every single class, and am I allowed to use a dash or a semicolon?
So I don't know if I've mentioned because I've been involved in the stories. This piece is getting. Thank you, Mary. This piece is getting released on Sunday, and it is spectacular. Like, I'm going to have to make sure it gets into that special.
Come a bit closer to show that corner. Like, that's
crazy.
Insane.
The work on that.
Like this, that you can.
Oh yeah, now you can really see it. Yeah.
It's like actually, is it all hand done too?
Well, let's see.
Because it looks like it.
This is all hand done.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And would you say that the piece is heavy because of it? Or
so that's a great question. So pieces that have this type of embroidery all over are heavier, generally speaking. But because this really just has one cluster of it here, it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel lopsided. And look at how sweet it looks with the Jiva jacket. Am I centered? Yeah,
you are.
Like, I feel like I wish I had the right necklace.
I'm just guys, we're gonna go like this because slowly she keeps sidestepping that way. So we're just gonna move the entire table. Did you get a new foot for the table?
I took the foot off of the other one.
Oh yeah, I think the foot is outside the window.
What?
But I didn't want to touch it in case it wasn't the right foot. I wanted to show you, but then all of the foots were on. Then I said,
I bet you it is the foot. Somebody must have swept it out the door.
That's what I was thinking.
We should get that foot back.
We'll have to explore. Sorry, guys. I was really excited when I saw it the other day.
She also found my earring out there one day.
Yeah, we were leaving and I said, how long your earring that you wore 2 days ago? I love that.
I love this whole thing.
And like, it's who does it remind me of? It's not Frankie, but it's something so fun.
It's definitely fearless.
Yeah. Fearless. The entire live gets shut down.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where we get licensing issues. Did you hear that Stephen Colbert did that? Do you know anything about this?
No.
Okay, so the Stephen Colbert show was shut down.
Oh, I did know.
Oh, yes. For not political reasons at all.
For very
big eye roll. Reasons. Huge eye roll. So on his final show, he said, there's this company that's very well known for taking businesses to court, like taking companies to court for using their music without licensing. And it's the Peanuts company from the Peanuts like Charlie Brown peanut. And he says like they are notorious for it.
They actually really are.
They really are. Yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
They created this music. So as they were ending the show, he had his band play the Peanuts song, knowing that, what is it, CBS, CBC?
CBS, I think.
CBS would get fined. And I guess he had prior to that made an arrangement that whatever money they got, like I think it's 2.5 million, was going to go to the charity that he was supporting, that one that feeds the world. Can you imagine? That is such a perfect FU to end it with. Like, I'm leaving you with a lawsuit, and when you pay this lawsuit, you're actually going to be feeding hungry people. And then he tips his hat and leaves the stage.
His very large hat.
His very large hat.
So we do have some comments. Jacqueline Webb says, back in the day of tie-dye, we used to add salt to wash to set the dye.
Oh, that's good to
And
know.
Margot agrees that, yes, salt is also good. Jordy says, lol, Mira, I wonder what that's like. It's just enthusiasm and interest. It's too hard to hold back sometimes. And then Heather says, yes, and M dash and colons are correct punctuation.
They are, and I love them. They're my very good friends.
Michelle says, so there you are. AI often feels like a ton of work to me because I have to check everything.
Yeah.
And then Sandy joined. Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Margot says, I say do what feels right. Colon or dash, we have to hold the line in proper punctuation. So true.
Some of my favorite reels on Instagram are that there's this, I'll have to share it one day when I see one. So you'll wonder, why is there this punctuation thing out there? It's a woman who pretends to be different punctuation marks, having arguments amongst themselves, and the way that they behave in the argument is the way that they, like, it reflects the personality. So like
the dot 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 is just always
it's like, so you're saying we should
I love
it's
that.
really, really sweet.
Jordy says punctuation is beautiful and AI can kick rocks. I actually saw this video today of this guy, and he's like trolling, like messing with AI interviewers again. Ooh, and they go together.
Well, that's why I had to put them on, because they go together and they're beautiful.
And literally it was an AI like person in an office background, and they're like, I am a mid-tier level lawyer. Please propose your blah, blah. And like, he's just gabbing. Like, he's like thrown the interview to the wind. So he's like, well, I was thinking of creating a light bulb that when you swallow it, it'll light up when you're too full, so that you know when you're too full. And she goes, that can cause a lot of gastrointestinal issues. And
so the
like,
conversation is with AI?
It's with an AI robot. And anytime he just says anything, the robot is like really sassy back. And she's like, please, this isn't a food company. Please explain your product. And it's just crazy that that is actually happening. And like, I've seen, I came across a lot of that. One's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. Look at the little circles on it.
And I love the pink mixed in with the yellow.
Yes. Yeah, that tiny little shot of fuchsia right through there.
But I saw one of a therapist using an AI therapist to see what the competition was.
So a therapist was using an AI therapist.
Yeah. And they're like, what can you do to lighten your mood? And she was like, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a run through the Taco Bell drive-through to like pick myself up. And they're like, what if you went on a walk or did this? That involved less calories. And they're like, and she's like, are you shaming me? And they were like, sorry, we didn't mean to shame you. We were just trying to give a light alternative. And then she tried to say something and she went, well, that's all our time. Okay. But it just,
I don't know. Like,
people, you can't replace people.
Well, and this is, no, absolutely 100%. You are correct. People are irreplaceable. But I think monitored this is going to be such a controversial opinion. With the right safeguards in place, with a lot of regulation and a lot more control over how the pollution is dealt with, I think that's like grammar check and things like that, like things that help you to, like a calculator, right? This is what I guess I'm thinking. If you could create something that's like a calculator, where it's a small fixed thing that has a fixed amount of waste, and you could use that for quicker things, almost like Google before they made it all AI. Like, I think that's useful.
Yeah.
But then getting rid of human tasks and saying this machine over here can do it better than you. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I also think like it would have to we'd have to allow it to reach a point to that regulation. And I don't know if that's in the cards, but we don't need to get into such a big topic of
Yes, that is such a big topic.
I just thought that it was really funny.
I love this together.
Because I've just come across so many people. I've honestly just come across a lot of people just really like pointing out the issues in AI and how humans are so important and fundamental, which I think is just the right message.
It should be obvious, that thing that should be obvious.
I love this one. So this one is from our existing collection.
Yes. And look at that embroidery.
No, it's beautiful. And like Margaret Webb shared at the very beginning, if a bolero is not for you, you can use a seam ripper to take out the elastic and you'll have a beautiful shrug.
You'll have a shrug, yeah.
And also, if you're feeling wild, you can also add a neck hole. And it becomes a kimono sleeve top.
And it would become a kimono sleeve top. And we have had customers who've done that. So basically a poncho, a kimono sleeve top, and a shrug are an identical piece of fabric. So for the shrug, we sew up the sides like this. For the bolero, we sew up the sides and add elastic, which you can easily remove. And for the kimono sleeve top, we sew up the sides and add a neck hole. And for the poncho, we add a neck hole, but we don't sew up the sides. So, so actually, is that 4 things made out of the same?
Very similar.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Poncho, bolero, shrug, kimono sleeve top. It's the same piece of fabric. So yeah, you can always do that. And what we have done, though, thankfully, is we have loosened the elastic. There was a time where they were tight, and we don't know why that happened. And then we sent them to a seamstress here just in Stony Creek. She removed all the elastics and replaced the elastics. And now all the ones that come out of India are also looser. So hopefully having the too tight elastic won't be a problem anymore.
Kay has joined us. And
Hi,
Jacqueline Webb says, what is the code for the Jobs jacket that goes with that baby doll?
Oh, this one.
The Jiva jacket that goes with the baby doll.
Oh, Mira. No glasses, and I've left all of my glasses at home.
Oh.
They've traveled with me on my forehead.
PRC.
PRC.
8363.
8363. And that one, just so you know, as you know, they're all reversible. I'll show you the other side of that one. So for those of you who have been watching our stories, I had such a proud moment, because somehow this is going to be about me.
Just going to pull focus.
I'm going to pull focus here for a second. Listening to Rachel's little stories the other day. It was so sweet. So I've already turned one of them into a reel, and her second story is going to be, I also turned that one into a reel, and it's going to be coming out soon.
I think I missed it.
Oh, it was, if I had said the exact same thing that Rachel said, it would have come out as judgy. Because basically what Rachel was saying is wear what you want. And my tone in that would have been like, why can't you just wear what you want? Which makes another person feel judged, like, oh, great, now I can't wear what I want, and I'm a loser because I'm not wearing what I want. Like, and that wouldn't have been my intention. But I know, coming from me as somebody of my age group speaking to a peer, that is how it's going to read. But Rachel, being younger and, still having that youthful energy, shall we call it, of being young, when she has the world. Oh, this is so pretty.
No, it's really pretty.
It's so pretty.
Aurora Borealis.
Where the world is her oyster. And what she said, she tried on the most incredible midi length caftan, and it was in a crepe silk.
Was it the gray one with the pink sequins?
I thought it was blue,
but it had pink sequins on the side.
It did. You saw
I almost added it to the collection tonight.
Oh, nice! It sold. No, the one that she liked sold immediately. And what she said was, she was just so thoughtful about it. She goes, so this is, I'm not even going to do it right. Please definitely check the reel. It came out yesterday, I think. She said, I know a lot of ladies, when they come in store, they say when they try on the midi length caftan that, this is a lot of fabric, and it kind of like is, maybe too much fabric for me. And she said, and I can totally understand that, but I'm going to give you permission to take up space. And if you love this fabric, and if it brings you joy, then maybe you just wear it anyways. And the way that she did it was so like, it was like your bestie, the one that you trust with your whole heart. And your bestie says, it's okay. Like, you're okay. It's okay. Screw anyone who thinks differently in the kindest way possible. Mm-hmm. This isn't about them. This is about you. And why not wear what brings you joy? Mm-hmm. And like, she kept saying, this is your permission. And even for me, I was like, yeah. Like when I try on those midi length caftans and I'm demonstrating how to wear them, I'm always like, and then this is how you shrink your caftan. So it shows, and she talked about how, society kind of has these rules that if you're bigger, you should not show that. And if you're smaller, you really must show that. And she goes, but maybe we don't have to listen to those. Maybe you just really like the fabric, and why not just wear it? Like, how is that earth shattering? And yet it was. Right? Mm-hmm. You should see Mira's smile. It's literally ear to ear.
So from the comments, Jordy says, it was so beautiful. Sabina says, she was so authentic and her tone was delightful.
Yeah.
Margot says, yes, she was gorgeous with her thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
And Margaret Webb says, I saw both of her posts and I was really impressed at her gentle and sweet comments.
They were, like, I'm actually getting chills. They were.
I know, I'm getting chills. I'm putting on my jacket.
Yeah, she's putting on her jacket.
I'm like, it's kind of chilly.
They were so gentle and sweet. Like, almost like, when your mom tells you that she loves you, and
it was a kissing hand moment.
It was a kissing hand moment. Yes, it was. You guys probably know about the kissing hand.
It is a very impactful book from my youth.
Yes. Is it a raccoon?
It is. It's a mama and baby raccoon.
Yes.
And the baby raccoon is going to his first day of night school with all the other nocturnal animals. And he's like, but I don't want to be away from my mom. I'm going to be so sad. Oh, guys, I'm going to cry. The story is just so freaking cute. And then the mom kissed it. Because my mom used to do the kissing hand with us. And that's why it makes me so emotional. And
so the mom said, I'm going to kiss your hand like this. And whenever you feel like you're missing me, does she say, put your hand on?
She says, put your hand on your heart and I'm giving you a kiss. And then you'll know that I will see you soon.
Yeah.
And then the next day, guys, he's so excited for school that he gives his mom the kissing hand. Oh. And he goes, so that when I'm at school and you miss me, you can put your hand.
Okay, guys, she's actually crying. She's actually crying.
Oh,
wow.
This is like the Christmas ad all over again.
There's some Hallmark Christmas ad where you have to pass her a box of tissues.
Oh,
she's literally, guys.
There's this one Christmas ad. And it's there's this like British department store and they do a really like big Christmas ad every single year. And so like there's this one from a few years back. And guys, it makes me a mess every single time I see it. To the point that like I'll laugh and tell people, be like, when I watch this, I start sobbing. And then they'll be like, what? I'll be like, here, watch. And they're watching. And my sister, like when I showed my sister Nisha, she's like, yeah, like this is kind of sweet, but oh my God. And she turned to look at me and I was sobbing.
What commercial is that? Why does it resonate with you so deeply?
I love Christmas is such an important holiday for me because it's just a time when all the family was together. We had so many traditions. Everyone was like always gave really thoughtful gifts. So like it was all the family gets together. Yeah. So it's always been a very like it's one of my favorite holidays.
I gotta pause you for a second. Do you remember that one Christmas where Nisha, she had left home, she had her own house and everything, and it was really her first Christmas as a fully functioning adult, and she gave each of us a box for Christmas filled with small things that she thought.
I still have mine.
I still have mine too. She made every single person cry, one after another, literally, as they opened their box.
It was dominoes.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
Like she went around and had every family member write a sweet little note about me and put it in the box. So I have a heart from my dad that says, for my special girl. And then I have a little circle that says, Nishi loves Mira so much.
Oh.
So I cry a lot.
So she does cry a lot. So back to your commercial.
So the commercial, guys.
Commercial of joy and pain. I have to stop you. I
do really love this piece too.
I need to show you that this is a new one and this is a new one. Both of these are going
And you know what that is?
What is that?
That's giving
Tiger
tail.
Tiger tails. I thought so too.
Ice cream. It's sad that that's Canadian.
Okay, keep going.
So I have to actually tread so lightly in explaining the commercial.
Because you're going to start crying?
Because I've actually tried to do this where I didn't show the commercial to someone so that I wouldn't start sobbing. And then as I can tell the story, I slowly start to sob. So the premise, we can't get into the details. Okay. The premise, there is a bear and a bunny and they're best friends. Keep in mind, there's a really sweet song playing in the background. They're best friends. And the bear never, and they're decorating the Christmas tree, but the bear gets to see the Christmas tree lit up because he hibernates.
Okay.
And the bear and the bunny are friends. And so the bear goes and hibernates and the song gets kind of sad because the bunny's they're going to miss their friend. And then the bunny sneaks into the bear's den and leaves a little present box and sneaks out. And then it cuts to, and all of the woodland animals are are putting their presents under the tree and meeting with their best friends. And the bunny's really sad and they're about to light the tree. And then you find out that the bunny got the bear and the alarm clock so that the bear wakes up and he gets to see the Christmas tree.
She's crying, guys. She's literally bawling.
It's really cute. And the bear is so happy. And the bunny is sharing its lovely experience with the bear.
Oh my God. Guys, she's got like full on.
It's really cute.
Would you like a glass of water?
I just need to. Oh, guys, that was
very sweet.
That was
very
bare
sweet.
bones. I didn't even give that much detail, and it gets me every time.
Wow.
So
the Christmas act of kindness really resonates with you.
Kindness really resonates with me. So, whew. Michelle says, Mira, tears are a gift, aren't they? Sorry, Shafali said, LMAO, this happens every time. Last time she told me she sobbed. Yeah.
I love, on this very serious emotional subject.
We definitely need to change the subject.
Let me just share that I love layering these like tie-dye shibori prints.
Yeah, I really like this one because in a weird sense, it feels like it glows.
This one.
Like paired together.
Yeah.
Because it's so like warm underneath, but then it has so many different colors on top.
I wear mine all the time. And I wear it like a jean jacket. I just throw it over top.
You know what this actually brings up, a topic that I wanted to talk about that wasn't about how I cry at a commercial all the time, was how I find, surprisingly, that Jiva jackets are a style that I'm the most hesitant with.
Why?
Because I find that when you wear them, you're definitely taking up space.
Oh.
There's no way to calmly wear a Jiva jacket, you know? You're that fashion diva. And it's like, I find I have a lot of trouble making it work for me. And it's crazy because I find that my fashion style outside of that, it is pretty like, I'm a bit of a fashion diva. I'm the only one dressing up for my school for every day today because I'm like, it's a fun day. I want to wear what I want.
Yeah. This is the one thing I have control of today.
Yeah, this is the one thing I have control of today. I'm going to put on an outfit. I'm going to feel good. But yeah, it's crazy. And I've definitely, I think, being at the store and working at the store, my styles opened up a lot. Like,
yeah, because you're surrounded by more people who are taking up space.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel so much like you are because you're like, aren't we all?
Yeah, because I remember like Shafali and we would always put on our best outfits and we'd be heading to school. Yeah. And like all of last year, and I'd be like, girl, like I'm clip-clopping down the halls in my big stomper boots and like a fuzzy marble mini skirt. And everyone else is like, I just woke up. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Everyone is looking, but also I feel really great. Like, so it's just really crazy.
I find that my clothes are really tied to my mood. And I think that they help my mood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that when I was your age, I would have had a really hard time taking up space. In fact, I know I did because I've been working on doing one of our, like a kind of like a storyline about basically taking up space, and how when you're a child, you're just having fun. And then you get older, and the older you get, the more concerned you get with these judgments from other people. And what if people are looking at me? Until you get to the point where you realize you can't please everyone anyways. So why not please yourself? And it's such a journey to go from one to the other.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I was even thinking, like one of the biggest changes that was like a small step towards this like path was when I started wearing colorful pants.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I had bought before Sorry Not Sorry, I got this bright, like this beautiful teal blue corduroy pants, and then these gorgeous burgundy red velvet pants. And they were so beautiful, and I thought they were so cool, and I loved them. And every time I put them on, I never wore them because I was always like, it felt like too much of like a style, of a way of expressing myself. And I was like, I know I want to express myself in a fun way, but this feels like trying to express someone else. Like this isn't what I would wear.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of wearing something that is loud and takes up space. And like since then, now for me, that's the Tashi pants.
Yeah.
Like the Tashi and the Casbahs really changed my perspective, because now I'm like wearing mustard yellow pants, or I'm wearing a fully monochrome, like deep purple outfit.
Yes, you do.
Yes. And I'm like, before I would never do that. Like I look at pictures of myself when I was younger, and I know that it is that path, but I was very much wearing more monochrome stuff, jeans and a nice top. And I mean, it was also like, sorry, Hannah, it was also because that was kind of what Hannah would wear too. And she was such a fashionista.
Yeah.
And so I grew up with Hannah, who was stuck very strictly to fashion rules, and you, who played around with fashion, but within the rules of fashion.
For sure, yeah.
And so I felt like there was it felt like fashion could only be so much. And those people who do take up space and express themselves, and you can understand who they are based on what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Like those people, it's really funny because, so I identify as bi, but I had always been like, oh, that has the same border as the Boxy Baby doll.
Oh, is it the exact same?
I think it's different shades, but it's similar.
Yeah, similar.
But I think it's really kind of funny because it connects the way that I felt about how you express yourself in fashion was also how I felt about my identity. Can
I take a moment to add to your story?
Yeah.
Something you may not even remember.
Okay.
So when Mira was in kindergarten, and I may have shared this with you guys before, Nisha and Hannah and Mira all went to the same school. And for those of you who follow our Friday night journeys, you know that I was obsessed with Gymboree.
Oh, yeah.
And so my girls would have outfits from the same collections. So they would all be wearing like purple, pink, and yellow from that same collection, but different pieces, but all from the same collection. And so I used to have fun dressing up my girls as dolls, and they never seemed to mind. So it was all in good fun. And then one day when Mira was in kindergarten, she started crying when she was getting dressed. And she said, "Mommy, I don't want to dress like I'm going to the ball." And we couldn't figure out what she meant. And then it just kind of clicked. She didn't want to dress like a girl, like a girly girl. She wanted to just go to work, go to school, be comfortable, wear what she wanted.
My favorite outfit was just a complete fuzzy set that was a long sleeve and fuzzy pants. And I looked like a groovy girl, and I said, heck yes. But
I remember that one.
Yeah, the stripy pants, and then it was a magenta shirt with a big flower.
Yep.
And I said, I want to die in this.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting that my fashion the way that I felt about fashion and expressing yourself was the same way I felt about my identity, in the sense that I was like, if I was gay, I'd know. You know those things.
I don't know how you know those things.
That's what I mean.
Not at that age. You don't.
You don't. Well, I was like, well, that person is gay, and they know that they're gay. And I don't know that I'm gay. And so I must know if I'm gay. And so clearly I'm not gay.
No.
Because then I got older and I remembered how I was so in love with Ariel, and then I said, but we're gonna table this for another day. I remember I was like, wow, I love Ariel and I love Shigo, but we have a lot going on, so we'll come back to it.
You know, it's so much pressure in the society to have to I'm going to digress a little bit. When I was teaching, there was another woman who started teaching. I think she was doing a practicum with me. And she was a lesbian, is probably still lesbian. I haven't talked to her in ages. But she just had so much wisdom at such a young age because she had gone through so much.
You're constantly pushing down barriers and walls
and finding your inner
yourself,
strength,
which is crazy. Like, it is really interesting. And so the way that it connects back to my fashion sense was the way that I was like, oh, but if I was interested in women that way, I just know. I thought, oh, but if I was the kind of person who would express myself that way, I would just already be doing that. Like, it really is an active choice to choose your fashion sense, you know, and choose your identity and how you want to present yourself, which I think really connects with pride. But it takes a lot
of courage. Yes,
it takes so much courage. Both do.
And especially at a younger age. Like, I really do think as you get older, life just changes your...
No, I get what you mean. Because, like, honestly, I do. As I get older, I have such a newfound respect for young kids who were emo or goth.
Yeah.
It is, especially when we were growing up, especially in the 80s and 90s when there was, like, the satanic panic going on, too. It was such a choice of using their fashion and how they express themselves via their hair, makeup, clothes, what they listen to. Like, it was such a distinct choice, with everyone being like, well, that's dumb, or you look stupid, or why are you so sad? Like, it was like so critical against how so many people were clearly feeling like, I need to express myself, and what is usual is not me.
And so I will just wear all black.
And so I'll wear all black because clearly the only other options within the rules aren't me.
Yeah.
And so many of those kids find themselves, and a lot of them do end up really connecting or being a part of the queer community. And so it's just like, I was like to think of, like, I saw this, this
there must be comments too, because I'm listening to you and I'm thinking I have so many comments.
So Heather says, how's the beading on that side split? The one that was half yellow.
The beading?
Half beaded yellow.
Oh, this beautiful one?
Is it heavy or itchy? I don't usually do beading.
So this one here is not heavy, and it is not at all itchy. These are all sequins. So the sequins are all on the outside, and on the inside, because there's no actual metallic embroidery, that's just thread. And you don't feel it at all.
Oh. Well, Kay says apparently I'm a dog park fashionista because she wears her diva to the dog park.
Nice.
And Jordy shared a very sweet story in which she said, in kindergarten, I started wearing a birthday hat to school every day just because it made me happy.
Wow.
The teacher took me aside and told me not to wear it anymore.
No.
And I became dedicated to not taking up space that day. Then I turned 40 and finally started feeling safe to take up space again. I have half a lifetime of great outfits to make up for now. Welcome back, color and joy. That's so sweet.
That's so sweet and so...
How dare they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, okay. So I think that's the segue into my story.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done, though? I don't want to interrupt.
I forgot where I was saying. So, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So... I am posting a blog. It's already on the website, but it'll be coming out on Instagram and Facebook on Sunday. And it's funny because it's like that teacher who said, you can't wear your hat, right? And I am going to be the person who stands up for the rules that one does not wear a birthday hat unless you are specifically at a birthday party, like it actually matters. So here's the story. By the way, this is available
Also
right now.
one of my favorite pieces. I
Yeah.
love this one. Very Scooby-Doo, very light and whimsical.
It's got little
Gorgeous
mirrors there on the
embroidery.
sleeves. And I'm wearing it upside down and backwards so that it's kind of like a little short jacket.
And it is kind of hidden in the colors, but there is a really beautiful minty blue that could go nicely with time, I think.
Yes, it actually would go well with time. Just there's a little bit. It's definitely more of a greeny blue, but there are elements of that other blue in there. But yeah, this with the right lavender, this would be so sweet. So, okay, so I read this post. It was a TikTok. It was about a TikTok that had gone viral. And this is the story. So a woman who lives in the suburbs in a lovely home. She is out on her driveway, I guess, playing with the kids, or maybe she's not even outside yet. She looks out her window. Let's embellish the story. She looks out her window, and
It's a dark, stormy night.
It is a bright, early, crisp, lovely morning. She is at home with the kids. She looks out her window, and she sees that somebody has parked on the street. And about 6 to 8 inches of their car, of this person's car, covers 6 to 8 inches of the bottom of her double driveway. Double driveway. So she makes it her mission to punish this poor man. Now, is what he's doing right? No, probably not. Like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what size car she has, how many things are going on, whether she needs that side of the driveway. That was not okay. But it wasn't the worst thing a human being can do to another human being. Like, I feel like let's keep some perspective here. You don't know this guy's story. A simple reminder of, hey, friend, please don't do this again in the future. Like, it disrupts my day. Thank you so much for your understanding. That's what it would have taken, probably. Okay, so instead, what does she do? She calls her husband. And she's like, can you believe this guy is parked 8 inches over onto our driveway, covering that portion of it at the road? And what does the husband say? Does he say, oh, we should write a note? No, he does not.
Let's write a note.
Let's just write a gentle note. No, he says, take your car out of the driveway, which you can do because it's a double driveway, and park directly in front of him to block him in so that he can no longer move his car.
And then he reverses into the double driveway to get out.
He can't do anything. He can't move the car forward or back because there's a car already there. And then he parks up against that car, which is why he can only, like, he has to overlap the driveway slightly. And then she parks in such a way, there's no room for him to move forward or back to even go in and go out. So she parks the car fairly close, and she watches. I guess she stays outside all day, and she does all these outdoor activities with the kids.
Is already available.
Oh, this duster is already available. And I think a couple of these ones were. This one is also already available. Those are sequins, not mirrors. And they're very sparkly. And I know it looks like a wall of shimmer. It does not look like that in person.
Yeah, the light catches it very beautifully.
But like when you see it, it actually looks like an antique fabric.
Yeah.
With slight sparkles on it. It does not look like the mirror that it's looking like online. And this one is also available right now. Has fabulous embroidery at the arms. Okay, so she's outside. She's doing like playing basketball with her kids. She has 3 kids. She's out there doing chalk drawings. She makes it her mission to be out on her driveway all day. This guy does not come home. Partway through the day, she calls her husband. She's like, he's still there. And what does the husband say? Get the oldest son to help you back up the car so that there's only 2 or 3 inches between your car and his car.
So that this couple definitely was meant for each other.
So she does. She now gets her child involved to help her back up her car. So there is absolutely no way this guy can get out. So now that he is safely trapped, she goes inside and watches from the window. And through this entire thing, she's filming it. Because that's how much time this lady has on her hands.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're playing basketball, you're doing chalk drawings.
But
like,
all of it with this agenda to make sure that this person who is not following the rules is properly reprimanded, despite the fact it has no impact on her.
I'm like, not the point of the story, but she could have just called like the city, and they would have just given him a ticket, and it would have accomplished
been
the
done.
same thing.
Yeah.
But she said, vigilante justice.
Yes, I need to be the vigilante. And this is where I think it ties in with Jordy's story. Why does the teacher need to be, hang on a second, why did the teacher need to be the vigilante against wearing a birthday hat? Okay, go ahead.
Would that long kimono go with gala?
Oh, gala. Oh,
I think it's too muted.
I think it's too muted.
It's more of a little peachy. It's hard to tell. It is.
Let me go grab something. Hold on.
To reinforce the last thought that my mom said, why did that teacher need to be the vigilante?
Yeah. Why? And why does this person? So this is pretty darn close to gala, and you can see
it complements, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's definitely darker. Like it'll make your gala pop. It won't be a compliment. Like it won't be an exact match.
It won't be an exact match. It'll make your gala pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll bring out the kind of coral undertones in that, but that is closer to a rust than a coral. Even though online you can totally see why you think it would be gala.
Yeah. Like I can even see like right now, but yeah, there's a lot of tones, but it's just missing the gala tone.
Yeah, it's just missing gala.
So quickly, some comments. Margot Webb says, "What a Karen."
Seriously.
Kay says, "Such a first world problem."
Yes.
Michelle says, "There's so much joy in being told you're too much, and then waking up one morning to the realization that you want to be too much. Joy and bliss."
Who said that?
Michelle.
Does not surprise me at all, Michelle. Michelle, you inspire me every single day. I enjoy looking at your stories. Those of you who don't follow Michelle yet, I highly recommend it. Everything is so kind and so enlightened and so freeing from all these strictures, but in the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate way possible, compassionate to others and compassionate to herself. So yes, it doesn't surprise me at all, Michelle, that you said that.
I did want to also mention, and a connection to what I was talking about earlier with goth kids. I remember what one of the points I wanted to make was that it's so interesting. I think what I find so interesting, like alongside the respect that I have for them for choosing to commit to how they're expressing themselves and how they want to, is that the way that they express it, it's so interesting, is that they're trying not to take up space, and in doing so they take up space.
Yeah,
and
they're trying to negate themselves.
And in that process of taking up space without trying to, I think that is what unlocks the journey of them finally being able to express themselves how they want. Because they're like, I could do nothing and wear an abyss, a void, and it's still too much for people. So why not wear this amazing hat? Why not wear these super fun glasses that make me feel confident? Like
when I was really young, like probably 8 or 9 years old.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. I do just want to quickly ask, would the kimono go with oregano? And Michelle says, "Aw, shucks."
Let me go grab those swatches. So when I was quite young, I think I had an experience at school. I don't remember the actual experience anymore. I just remember coming home and telling my sister about it. And, it looks like all the rest of them have been put away. Where would I have put them? Maybe in my desk?
Oh, girl, where did you put them after you did the live?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to walk and talk. And luckily I'm wearing this. And you guys will hear me.
Let's see how long the radius goes.
Let's see how this works. Okay. So,
also, if you guys can't hear her at any point, please just send a quick comment so I can tell her to wait.
So I go to school. I don't know where they are, Mira.
Are they not in the processing room? In the cupboard?
I'm going to check. Yes.
Above the sink, guys.
So
she always forgets above the sink.
Okay. So I go to school and some kids make fun of me. And I come home and I talk to my sister, who actually probably said the wisest thing I have ever heard my sister say. Like,
meet Hannah. Sorry, Hannah. You're really getting it this time. I'm so sorry. We're good. We're chill. Don't worry.
So what she said to me is, she said, "Let me tell you a story, Priya." And I think I've told this story to my kids so many times.
Oh my God, even Kim messaged to help you. She said, the swatches are underneath where the bags are.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, here's
Thank you,
Gala.
Kim.
Here. And you can see that Gala is very close to this. This maybe is a little bit more pink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this is Gala with this.
So there was curiosities about oregano.
Yes.
And also...
What's going on?
Kim said, Mira, listen to me. Listen to me. But she is wondering, Jordy is wondering what else you would wear with the green kimono. It looks so good, a gorgeous green.
It's a gorgeous green.
There's also like a bright teal turquoise in it that's kind of hard to pull.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one.
So oregano's not going to be in here. Oregano's going to be in here. Wasn't it a winter color? Or maybe oregano was one of the ones where we didn't get swatches.
Oh.
Yeah, because this is Orta.
Oregano might have been. It was from a while ago, right?
Yeah. Darn. So now, would I say it's oregano? I am going to say no.
I think oregano is darker. Right?
Oregano, it has more yellow in it.
Yeah.
And this definitely has more blue in it. And what colors would I pair this with? I would pair this with...
Thyme?
No. I think it does have a blue in here. Like you could pair it with Demoiselle.
Jane says that oregano was summer 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that was before they started giving us the big swatches. So here is Demoiselle. Okay. So again, it's close. The green looks great with the blue, but maybe this is a brighter blue.
What about Taraka?
Yeah, what about Taraka?
And we'll never know. And if you could step to the side of it. Bingo.
It looks good with Taraka.
I like it with Taraka because Taraka pulls the middle color between that blue and the green.
Mm-hmm.
That it makes it more neutral, but it also makes the blue pop more too.
I also think you could wear it with a cream. This is not a cream. This is that minty color. Was this the cream? Like, I think it'd be really sweet with cream. Pulls every there. Yeah, be gorgeous with that, especially with the sleeve. And then I would probably also pair it with pine cone from wherever that was.
Yeah, deep browns.
What about koi? Okay, I am literally making a mess of everything here.
No, it's so hard to work with the dusters because they said, what if I fell? I don't hate it.
Actually, it is close to that dark color that's in there, so you could wear it with the orange. I think a lighter blue like Isola would work, but Isola's from a couple of seasons ago, 6 or 7, maybe 5 seasons ago.
I'm just gonna catch up on some comments.
Yes.
So Heather says, Michelle went out of her way to help me find a Movedra silk. She is the purple queen after all. Jacqueline Webb said, when I was little, we would wear dresses and hold hands with our girlfriends. And then the next day, and our pedal pushers and catching tadpoles with the boys. We wore whatever fit the occasion. Jordy was wondering what the green kimono would look like.
I just want to quickly say that this is both blue and green. So if you're asking, is it blue, is it green? The answer is yes. It's also purple.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And then Jordy says, wow, great with Tarocco. Darn, I wish I got the top 2. I love it when there's a challenging pairing.
It is. It's more fun. And then when you actually find the perfect match, there's just so much joy in putting it together. I totally feel you, Jordy. So anyways, my sister told me a very...
Oh my God, you remembered because I didn't.
Because I've told this story to you kids as well. And I've told it as if it was like this great gem of wisdom. And now I'm older. I'm like, it's not that wise. But when I was 8, it made a lot of sense. And I do also find myself referring to it a lot. So here's the story. She said, once upon a time, there was a bunny rabbit, and he was born with 10 beautiful puffy tails. So he didn't just have one little puff ball on his tail. He had 10. He was just like a great big puff. And when he went to school for the first time, everybody made fun of him. And
she told this whole story too?
Yeah, she did. She told this whole story.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And so she must have heard it from a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said, he went to school, he came back and he started crying and he said to his mom, everybody was making fun of me because I have 10 tails. I want you to cut one of my tails off.
Oh my God, wait. I remember you telling me this story.
Yeah. And so she does. She's like, it's not going to grow back. And so he's like, that's okay because I really want to fit in.
Oh my God, I'm already so emotional today. I don't know if I can handle this.
So he goes back to school the next day and they're like, ha ha, you have 9 tails and we have 1. And so, of course, he doesn't fit in. So he goes back home and he tells his mom, everybody was making fun of me. I don't have any friends. I need you to cut off another tail. And this happens over and over and over again. Then eventually he has 2 tails and the kids make fun of him. And he cuts it off. So he only has 1 tail. And he gets into school and they say, ha ha, you used to have 10 beautiful tails and now you have 1 just like us. And they walk away. Yeah. That story hit me so hard as an 8-year-old because I'm like, yeah, you don't know what their motivation is.
I remember that story. I hated it so much. It made me so sad.
Yeah, because you're just spending your whole...
mom is like, the whole time she knows. She's like, I want my baby to be happy.
Yes, it's like that play we saw that had us all in tears. What was that one? Ethan something?
Oh, Dear Evan Hansen.
Dear Evan Hansen. So yeah.
Shout out to the mom in that. She was doing her damn best.
She really was. So anyways, that story really made me think because I thought, yeah, like, I don't know what their motivation is. So maybe maybe I'm a person who has 10 tails. Is that wrong? If I got rid of all my tails and I had the same number of tails as everybody else, does that mean suddenly I'd have friends?
I'm really sad about that rabbit now.
Yeah. Well, that's sad. That poor rabbit suffered so we could learn.
Like Jesus.
Like Jesus. Like Jesus.
Yeah.
So I guess that story always comes back to me because I don't want to give up any of my tails.
I know.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm kind of lucky to have them.
I have a tear.
Do you really? She is very emotional today, friends.
Sorry. Also, my mom experienced for the first time today, so almost every summer that like I should see it coming and now it doesn't faze me, it's just annoying. I get sunscreen in the same eye. It's always the same eye. And it's always right when I'm driving, and then I have to drive on the highway with one eye closed and watering. And then I went to this lunch. That was 3 hours.
It was a long lunch.
My eye was watering. I had just one solemn tear coming out of my eye.
Down just one eye constantly.
Constantly. To the point that every 5 seconds, my mom was dapping my cheek.
Yeah, I would pick up my linen napkin and go,
thinking you're secretly sad.
Yeah, it was so hard watching tears stream down my daughter's face. She's like, Mom, it's just the sun.
Meanwhile, I'm cracking jokes.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you okay? So it's just the tear ducts started and they won't stop. So Jordy said, oh, cream pants. They're not on the website. Are they sold out or did they maybe just fall off the website?
So we do have cream pants in cotton.
Yes, we have the cream palazzo cotton pants. Those are the ones that my mom fell in love with when we were doing the Savannah collection.
Yes, and people are ordering the winter weight linen in the cream for summer.
It is 100% not sheer in any way.
And it's so soft. Actually, I did some reading about linen. If you are somebody who follows us on Instagram, you can check out what our reposts are. And one of the things I reposted was about how come you can find linen, like linen sheets that are $95 and linen sheets that are $400, and what's the difference between the two. And it really got me thinking about how come I love Bryn Walker linen, because there are a lot of cheaper brands out there, and like, I'm not a brand snob that way. It would have to have the quality to back up the fact that I'm loyal to it. And it talks about the type, like where within the flax the fiber comes from, and that there's like the center of it is actually the longest fibers, and they start out a little bit rough, and that's why it's over time that they get softer and softer. So if you get something that's like a pure linen from France, and the first time you touch it, it feels scratchy, it's because it's actually a pure linen. But anyways, it's really interesting because you can see why the Bryn Walker linen is such high quality when you read that article. So we do have cream in these. that
It's
is
the cream palazzo that aren't online.
Are they not? There's at least 3.
There is at least 3. All the channels are online stores turned off
For all of them?
for the cream palazzo. I've just turned it back on, so they should be back on the website. If you aren't seeing them, let me know and I will double check. I'm going to check the other palazzos as well.
Yeah, because you know what? The last time we showed the emerald ones, and they weren't on the website at all. All of the channels had been turned off. This is stunning too. So this is all embroidery. This is metallic embroidery. You can see the sequins. This is some sort of a handmade bead that's sewn in here and here. And in terms of the itch factor, it actually, I don't feel the itch. So yeah, it's just thread on this side. Are all the rest of them okay?
Yes.
Okay. There. So yeah, so this bunny story really affected me. And
me too, girl. You said they had 10 tails, and I said, I'm calling my therapist.
Good thing I'm keeping therapists employed through my mothering techniques.
Okay, wait, but before you get into it, bring this one closer up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's super cute polka dots on
Honestly, I've never seen this one. Is this a new one?
I think so. It's adorable.
It's so soft. It's like butter. So what you're seeing here is like a sky blue, but it also has a little bit of a periwinkle blue in it. And then this is a pale pink, a slightly grayed pale pink, almost somewhere between a pink and a purple. The dots are red. We have green up here at the collar and gray, and a little bit there on the sleeves as well.
But a diva jacket that would match so well.
Oh, well, let's try it.
I believe I put it maybe in the pink section. It is lighter, and then it has a bunch of like rainbows. No.
Oh, you actually put the Jiva jacket
No,
in?
sorry. It just like keeps scrolling through. And
Keeps scrolling through. This one?
No.
Is it just these colors?
That one.
This one?
Nope, one over.
This one? Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, we're going to give that a try.
Colors.
Yeah.
We're going big.
Back to my bunny rabbit. Because all of those kids are the same as that lady who needed to control the situation and make sure that societal rules were enforced. Bunnies must only have one tail.
As well as the mean woman who said to take off your birthday hat.
Yes, same thing. For some reason, it really, really gets under people's skin when certain societal rules aren't followed, even if they don't actually affect anybody. And, you know, we think that we definitely see it with the LGBTQ plus community where people are like, well, they can't sleep with whoever they want because that bothers me. And I'm like, unless you're in bed with them, I just don't see how. But it's the same thing. How does it bother you if a child wears a birthday hat?
Because it reminds them that the rules are a choice.
Yes, and that they have followed them, perhaps to their own detriment. And if you're allowed to
thought about the fact that it was a choice,
and they suffered however they suffered for not breaking them, and now you also must suffer because they suffered. And I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see it all the freaking time. And because it takes a lot of strength to break those rules. It's like what you were saying. Like, I had a therapist once describe it to me as everybody is in the asylum, and because everybody is crazy in the same kind of way, they all think they're sane. Mm-hmm. But once you get out of the asylum and you look in, you can see what's going on.
Plato's Cave.
It could also be Plato's Cave. Yeah. I wonder if that guy knew when he came up with the allegory of the cave that he was...
Plato? That guy, Plato.
That guy. If he knew it was going to be the plot of The Matrix.
He wrote it, he said, this is going to make such a good movie in 30 years.
In 30 years, in like 3,000 years.
I just went with the first number that popped in my head because I was like, there's no way it's going to be the right number.
Yeah, so this does have kind of those colors in it.
It has the right colors, but it's a different
Yeah, it's a very different blue. This definitely has more green in it. This is a teal.
However, it is one of my favorite Jiva jackets because it's very unique. We have not had one like it.
No,
and it looks like a rainbow rainstorm.
And I kind of love it even like with this.
Mm-hmm.
With the Jiva jackets, I've really kind of wrapped my head around the idea you can put them with anything because just like there could be literally any color in the Jiva jacket. Who's to say that this color wasn't, here on the sleeve?
Well,
if it were there, you'd accept it.
Follows my coloring rules, because everyone's like, Mira, how do you color? I get so... And what's the code of that Jiva jacket?
This one, which I'm about to flip inside out, is...
You're so close. Yeah.
PRC 8371.
Oh, what I was saying is it follows my coloring rules, which I also think is a really great way to look at fashion. Whereas, like, I have a lot of friends who don't understand how I color so much because it stresses them out. They're like, there's so many colors. How are you going to choose what looks good with each other as you continue the page? And then, like, actually, like, they don't find coloring relaxing in that way.
I also don't find coloring relaxing.
I know.
To me, it is a job to finish,
yeah.
and I do not want another job that needs finishing.
Crazy. And what I always tell them is, well, think of it this way. If you use every single color, there's no way it's going to look bad because a rainbow is pretty.
That's true. And a garden is pretty.
And a garden is pretty. And it has every single color all together.
Yeah.
And so you know that in the end, when all the colors are beside each other, it's going to be pretty no matter what.
Which is kind of what Poochie figured out, going back a few. Remember when he was up in the sky during the war and he looked down at the fields and they had all those...
Oh my God, a dress.
This could be a dress.
He looked down during the war and said, this could be a dress.
As one does.
As one does. He's like, oh, and that could be a jacket.
And that could be the world's first one-piece snowsuit. Right there.
Oh, A-line. But yeah. So silly craze.
Here we go.
I think also... And, like, I've always been aware of it because, like, I follow people in the LGBTQ plus community or...
Is this a new one?
I think so, yes. And it's just so, like, oh my God, Rachel's here! But
inside out.
Rachel, you missed it. You got a very big emotional shout out from my mom and everyone because they loved your story.
Your story was so authentic.
And it gave my mom and I chills to the point that I had to put on my jacket.
Yeah. Rachel, honestly, nobody could have said what you said as honestly and supportively from a place of just compassion for oneself and for others. That's what makes you...
You nailed it, kid.
You nailed it. You know what? I'm seeing Rachel come into her own so much more. I know. Sorry, Rachel, I'm calling you out for growing up.
Well, I'm also calling you out. Sorry, girl. But she's at that age. I remember everything changes when you turn 22 to 23 during that period. Because you're like, this is me as an adult. And you're like, now I can figure out what I want to be as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. And you really, there's room for wisdom.
Yeah.
Instead of just, because like you said, you get to make your own choices, right? You're no longer a student or a child.
Exactly. The first few years of your 20s, you're like, okay, I got to figure out this adult thing. I'm a real person now. But then slowly as you dip into go further in your 20s, you're kind of like, oh, I can change things. And like,
I get to choose who I'm going to be. But then I think, what is it that stops us? Like, is it the rules of society? Because
100%. Because the issue is that different is seen as bad. And it kind of connects back. This is like a thing that I was so fascinated with. Like, if at the time, I would always be down to talk about it. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. And it was that I was always so intrigued by the changes and expressionism that was seen in the younger generations. And even in the older generations during the pandemic, when judgment went out the window because everyone's like, well, yeah, what else are you going to do? And so, like, people dyed their hair for the first time that they've been meaning to do forever. But they hadn't because they were worried they were going to be judged. And
people went gray.
Yeah. And they're like, well, if it looks bad, I'm just by myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, during that time, I used to use such wild makeup just to walk around the house. Yeah. Just because I was like, oh, I want to play with my makeup. And like, I just always found it so interesting that during this time where everyone was like, well, no one's going to see me. No one's going to say that looks bad.
Then everybody had freedom.
Everyone was using new levels of like self-expressionism.
Well, and I think back to like there were all these memes and things about it at the time when masks first came in and you had to wear a mask to go into a public place, but it was just so new that we weren't ready for it yet. And you would see people like there would be like jokes or obviously, but a woman who'd taken her bra off and wrapped it around her face so she could go into the hardware store. And everyone's like, yep, that tracks. That makes sense. You go, girl.
Yeah, they're like, it's hard to buy masks.
Yeah. And that kind of grace that we gave ourselves during that time, that everybody is just doing their best and trying to get by.
But what I think is kind of like within the same vein, also really crazy is now, like within the last year or two, people have been looking back at that 2020, 2021 time period, and they're like posthumously.
That's
not the right.
I don't know what the word you're looking for.
The one where it's like post-death.
Oh.
They're going back to judge
posthumously.
That. Thank you.
Yes.
Posthumously going back to judge.
Are they? They're going back and judging those people now?
People are like, I hate seeing who I was in 2020. Or they'll be like, I'm sorry to the person I was in 2020 because I put them back away. You know?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like, well, some people are saying that, but a lot of people were like, I hate looking at videos of me from 2020. I was so cringe. I was like, my hair looked so bad. I said, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I put those two together. The maxi dress, I believe, is new, but the vest we've had, but the embroidery on the vest, I thought would match the maxi dress.
Okay, let's give that a try. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay. Look what I did today on our chat. Okay, Kim. And I will.
Who said that?
Kim.
I'll have to I guess I should check it later.
Yeah, you're not. We can't both be on our phone.
It's so nice that the whole team is joining us.
Oh my God.
What did she do? What did Kim do?
Thank you, Kim. She also messaged where the swatches were, but she said, so this happened today. I was putting on my makeup because we were about to do a photo shoot. And I put my makeup, which was in a red grocery bag, and my tube lipstick of gloss is in my purse. The same tube was in my bag. So I just grabbed it thinking, oh, that's my lipstick. And I put it on and I turned around and Alex was behind me and she said, what the hell? I turned around and looked in the mirror and I was laughing hysterically. It was my concealer.
She put concealer on her lip?
I had to use Dawn soap to scrub it off.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Kim, you have to let us post that image.
It's giving like 2000s when people would do like the concealer lip.
But what's funny is how much she's laughing
I was just going to say, it's so sweet how much you're laughing in the picture though. That's so funny.
Oh, this is beautiful together. You're right.
I know.
Like right there, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is inside out. Who even would know?
But yeah, so it's just really crazy that people are going back and judging who they were when they were their most free. And it's like they've gone back to having the strict rules of society and then going back to a time when there weren't those rules to apply those rules. It's the same kind of vigilante.
I did it again. Yeah, it is the same kind of vigilante behavior. Yeah. So we were talking, back to my sister, about, we were just talking about how her family and my family are so different, like the families that we had ourselves. And she still lives in Brampton. How come I just keep putting it on Inside Out?
Yeah, I noticed that, but then I was like, well, she did it again, so maybe it was with intent.
I've done it so many times now.
You're flipping it like a pizza dough.
Okay, so I need to put it on pizza. I need to put it
Guys, it was so funny. Before we started the live, my mom's like, it smells like ketchup and it's so good. And I just went, uh-oh. There's no ketchup anywhere.
Sign of a stroke or something.
I said, oop, upgraded from burnt toast.
I did smell ketchup just for a second.
No, every time Alex eats up her lunch or Shafali eats her lunch, my stomach goes, food. And I go, I need a granola bar. You are having trouble.
I am having trouble.
But you did it.
I am still inside out.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, because the patch is on the right side.
Okay, you're right. I'm not. It's because this is a border that's been placed on. So it has, yes. Okay, so
we're back in business.
We're back in business. But yeah. Would you, wouldn't you? So yeah, I don't know. Like, So go ahead.
I was going to say I would, but maybe short. It's just such a beautiful vest that I wanted to highlight.
Well, maybe we wear it as a not so Scandinavian scarf.
Yes. Dupatta.
A dupatta.
Oh my God.
Which I also shared something about. I put it in our repost. It's the history of the dupatta and how far back it goes.
That's it.
Like so far back. It like Roman times, the Mohenjo-daro, I think that's what it's called in India, the first civilization there. It goes back so far, but suddenly it's the Scandinavian scarf.
The Vikings didn't do that. But just like a fun little tidbit, because I tell you guys about my old boys, my little old kitty cats all the time. So Shefali and I were in the car today and we were talking about how there's like a whole discourse about how people name their cats Asian foods. And that's kind of really weird. Like people will name their cats like sushi or miso or like dumpling and like, or rice. Like, and it's just weird. So, but we were like, imagine like doing that. Oh, Jordy's wondering if there's sequins on that maxi dress. I think it's beads.
Yes.
Are they sequins or beads?
It's actually French knots.
Ooh, I love French knots because it's super beautiful and not itchy.
It's not itchy. So you can tell, that it's all hand done. This is the reverse. These are all French knots outlining the flowers, and these have to be done by hand. Additionally, there's like an orange stone, more French knots. I'm not in camera. There we go. So orange stone, more French knots. There is a French knot here in the center, and that is actually... It's a sequin and a bead. I'm like, is it a sequin? Is it a bead? It's both.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
So that's what you're looking at. This is all embroidered by hand as well. This beautiful stitching through here. But mostly French knots and beads, I would say.
So
that's what you see here as well.
We were talking about how we're like, what would we name my cats if we did Indian food?
Wasn't there a TV cartoon show?
Sagwa.
Could that be what started the trend?
But sagwa isn't food.
No, sagwa is not food.
But we were talking, and one option, toot, puddle would be pani, toot would be like puri.
Pani puri?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wouldn't that be so good? And then Shefali's
so
like,
cute.
So then if they were like actual dishes, what would you name them? And I was like, so for toot, it was either...
You know that Shefali was 2 glasses of wine in when she was having this conversation.
It was really good. It was still good. Toot was either biryani.
Oh.
Because I think that would be really cute. But there was another one that I was like, that's what that guy is. He's so good. And I can't think of it, which is a shame. But I was like, but I have no idea what puddle would be. And she went, saag paneer.
Oh my gosh, like delicious, but also... not aesthetically appealing.
But it would, because his nickname would be Pani. Water.
So Pani Puri, for those of you who don't know, because we were describing it to Shefali's friend today. Pani Puri is like a street food that you can get in India, but you can also get it in a lot of restaurants as an appetizer. And it's like a tiny puffed... Okay, imagine a tortilla chip, a round tortilla chip.
I nailed it with that.
You did get there. But made of flour, like wheat, instead of corn. And then imagine that when you fried it, instead of it staying flat, it puffs up almost into a ball.
Yeah.
But it's crispy. Then you take it and you pop a hole in the top by like just tapping it. You put in some seasoned potato bits, a little bit of onion, a little bit of seasoned chickpeas. So that goes in this tiny little bite-sized thing. And then you add a little bit of brown imli tamarind chutney. And then there's this like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a liquid. It's not a sauce.
Which part?
The water, the pani.
It's like a chutney.
It's like no, the chutney is the chutney, but it's a very liquidy.
It's very liquidy.
Like it's almost like water.
Yeah.
And you pour that in.
It's like if it was a vinegar, but it's a sauce.
Yes.
But like the vinegar consistency.
It's the consistency of vinegar.
Yeah.
Exactly. Except it's not vinegar tasting. And you pour that in. So now you've got this little tiny ball filled with yummy things and a bunch of water. And then you pop it in your mouth, and you have to get the whole thing in your mouth at once, because then when you crunch down, you get a flavor explosion.
And so we talked about this because we were saying oysters are kind of like...
They're kind of like pani puri.
Pani puri.
Because you've got to assemble
And then get the perfect bite.
And then you get you get one perfect bite for all of your efforts.
Yeah. Oh, because we were saying that it was similar to s'mores.
That's how Mira started the conversation.
Because it's like when you have s'mores, it gets to a point where the construction is the most fun and I don't want to eat it. So you make one and you're like, that was good. You make another and you're like, that was a little messy, but it was tasty. But now I'm full, but I still want to make them.
Yeah, I'm not
so
done
now
making
you're
s'mores.
begging. You're like, hey, do you want a s'more? I'll make you a s'more. And the other person, clearly, who does want a s'more, wants to be the one to make the s'more because that's the most fun part. But you're like, please, let me make you a s'more.
This is too pretty.
There's another one at the end.
Is this one of the new ones? I think it is.
I think it is.
I'm never going to stop spinning.
Girl, there's a pink and blue one at the end of the rack. Other end.
Wait, I just wanted to try it with one of these.
Oh, yeah, go for it. And it's too beautiful.
So this is the same jacket. I just keep trying the same jacket on.
Oh.
This is one that has these colors on it too.
We have a lot with those colors.
So it was this, right? So we tried this on with a different jacket, but I think this one would also match. Right? Pretty close?
Yeah.
So this one also matches the dress, but the inside of this one is reds and turquoises. So I should give you guys the number. PRC 8377 is this one. What do we think? Oh, this is not the side I wanted to feature, and yet I do love it. I wanted to feature the other side. Look at that work on it. Like, you have to not be afraid to take up space.
Well, that's what I mean with the diva jackets. It is like with the other silks. You're playing with it in a way where you can still break rules and play it safe. You know, depending on how you want to construct your outfit. With the diva jacket, no matter how you style it, you are taking up space. And so it is a really active choice to be like, no matter what, I'm going to want to take up space today, you know? Because when you craft an outfit, you can decide how much space you want to take up.
Yes, I agree with you. And here's what I am thinking based on what you're saying. So another therapist I've had, her name was Laura from Grail Springs.
Love Laura.
Love Laura. And what she said to me, I was having a breakdown a while ago, and she said, it's okay because not everybody loves country music. And I was like, oh, she's right. It doesn't mean anybody is right or wrong. It just means not everybody loves country music. So if you wore a Jiva jacket out in public, consider that your country music. And people who like your country music will say, wow, I love the music you're wearing. And people who don't like the music you're wearing will say, that's just not my taste.
And much like the people who stick to rules, they will say, I hate country music, without even really giving country music a chance.
Yes.
Because so many people are like, well, I hate country music.
Well, and then that's where you smile and say, clearly you're on your journey.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And do it silently for us.
Just the silent journey
Just the silent one?
The one where you quietly look someone in the eye and go, they don't know what you're talking about.
Cavalia.
They've just insulted you, and you smile and you go.
So Cavalia is also a very long time joke between my mom and I. When it was one day we got tickets for Cavalia, the magical horse show.
In Toronto.
In Toronto. We were like, love horses. I was in my horse girl phase. I said, I have horse cards. This is going to be great.
My Little Pony phase, probably.
It was actually, there was a different one where there was like horse trading card. It was crazy. I wish I could remember. It was really fun. But I digress.
Well, there's something new. Us digressing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The show was basically them sitting on a horse, and the horse was super fast trotting while they did, and Mom, can you do the arm for us?
Yes, I can.
So they're on the horse trots, and then they walk off stage. And that's just what they did time and time again.
And I think if you are somebody who spends time with horses, you'd be like, wow, they got the horse to do that. Good job. But for somebody who doesn't, like, don't horses do this all the time?
Yeah, I'm like, don't horses out the womb, they just tippity tap? And then they're like, the grand finale, what everyone's waiting for. The horses trot through water.
And then the entire troop all go.
Because that's when you're supposed to clap.
Yeah.
Because they're like, the trick was done.
The trick
Did
is
you miss
done.
the trick? That was the trick. And they go, Cavalia. And I was like, you know what? That was really cool because you had to train that. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
These ones are so, like, I want to say over the top, but also fun.
Yeah.
Like, they're fun.
Like, that was the dress of the party auntie. And she threw it on the ground.
I just threw it on the ground.
She said, it's just too much.
But,
Like the fun auntie was wearing that one.
Yeah. Oh, so true. The fun auntie was
the
wearing
auntie
this
who
one.
had a hidden flask in her purse.
That's
Like, she said, come here.
This is the auntie that goes out and smokes a little bit of before she comes back in.
And before she comes back in to hit the buffet.
Did we ever tell them about the story about you and me and Dadima in the garage?
I don't think so.
Okay. So once we were visiting my in-laws, and it was one of those big family events.
And like this time, like everyone was coming down.
Everybody. Like it was the full crew.
All three brothers.
So lots of chaos. So much chaos. So much emotion. So much everything. And Mira and I are there. And I'm like, Mira, I think I'm going to go out into the garage for a second. Did you want to come with me? And I make eyes at Mira. And Mira's like, yes.
She's
yes,
like, I'm going to organize the recycling.
I'm going to go outside and organize the
Would you like
recycling.
to help me? And I said, organizing recycling, I love to do that.
We head out into the garage, and I had brought, I think, was it a vape or was it a joint?
It was joints.
It was a joint.
It was like
and
a tiny one.
And I'm like, Mira, I can't do this anymore. I got to take the edge off of this family get together. And so she's like, I'm right here with you. And so we light it up, and we're both like passing it. And my Dadiwa comes outside. My mother-in-law, like the straightest.
Oh, and like we've been like secretly going to the garage like a couple times.
Yeah.
We're like just really light puffs because we don't want to throw
we
off.
can't appear to be stoned.
But we need the edge
We
off.
do need the edge off of. We need to care slightly less about
Everyone
what's going on.
is proposing meal plans. We need to take the edge off.
So there's this thing in my husband's family. It's called post-decision decision making, which means as soon as everybody has agreed, all 16 of us, because there must be consensus.
So each person goes, but what if we did this instead?
Then somebody will say, what if we do this instead? And then it goes right back in the discussion circle.
We had reservations booked for 2 weeks, and an hour before they said, what if we went somewhere else?
Yeah. Yep. So anyways, we go out there, and then I guess Dadima is like, those poor Mira and Priya out there organizing my recycling, and it's my house. I should be organizing the recycling. She comes up, she's like, whoa, what are you guys doing?
No,
What did she do?
It was, she kept being like, Mira, where's your mom? And I'd be like, oh, she had to get something from the car. She'll be back soon. And then around like the third time, Mom and I are hiding, cowering in the garage. Dadima, and we're trying to hide it from Dadima because like everyone else is going to be okay.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Dadima comes out and she's like holding a bag of food or something. And
Yeah, she was holding a bag.
Yeah.
Or was it garbage?
It was
maybe?
like, it was a bag of potatoes. And she, wow.
I know. And this one we have a piece that matches it almost exactly.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And she's holding back potatoes. She goes, Priya, I've been looking for you everywhere. You just keep coming out to the garage so that you can smoke. Can you come in and help me? I need to figure this out. And we went, our guys of recycling organization wasn't working.
It was not working. No. But it is easy to pull the wool over her eyes. I probably have told you this story too. When my husband and I were dating, I lived in the market, for those of you who know Ottawa. So I lived right in the market, and I went to law school, and that's where I met my husband.
This piece is so stunning.
It's stunning. It's
like the colors are
stunning.
perfect. And I love it with denim. Sorry.
Yeah, it is great with denim. And those flowers.
Over this way a little bit.
Yeah. These flowers are beautiful. So he would sleep over at my apartment all the time. Flip it. Yeah, flip it. So he would sleep over at my apartment all the time. And you know what? 2 consenting adults in law school. We're not little kids.
I was going to be like, oh my God. And then I'm like, y'all married.
Yeah, we did get married.
Y'all are married now. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So my friend Kim was coming to visit me in Ottawa. And I was like, oh, I don't have like any bedding for her or anything. And so Goat says, oh, let me just call my mom. She has a ton of blankets. It's not going to be a big deal. And so I'm like, but wait. And he's already called her. He's like, hey, Mom, can we get like a pillow and some blankets and stuff? Priya's friend is coming to visit. And she goes, oh, yeah, of course. And then she goes, but what do you use when you sleep there? So I'm like, caught. I don't know how we get out of this one, right? And so he goes, Mom, I sleep on Eric when I had a roommate. Eric's stuff. You can't expect a woman to sleep on guy sheets. And she's like, yeah, of course. It was never brought up again. There apparently is a thing in her mind, guy sheets.
Well, okay. You know what? She might be honest.
She might.
And you know what? Yeah.
God bless her.
God bless her. She said, yeah, you better not be putting Priya on the guy sheets.
You better not be putting Priya on the guy sheets.
I didn't raise you to leave her to the guy sheets.
So yeah, I don't know how successful we really were
That's
with
so
the
funny.
sorting the recycling, but she is willing to believe whatever makes her feel more comfortable. So we gave her a good one.
We gave her a good one. Jacqueline Webb says about Cavalia, those horses are amazing and so well trained. Yeah, honestly,
they are.
They kind of did it so seamlessly that like you can tell. But if you don't know horses, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It requires daily work over years. My horse has a mind of his own, and I need to remind him that I am the boss. He's constantly questioning me.
Yeah, I feel like when we went, we did not know enough.
No, yeah, because that was like before like my sisters and I, there was like this horse camp thing that we did.
Yeah.
And that was before horse camp.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Remember you went to, I think it was Naya's birthday party? She had a horse birthday party. I know that I can wear these two together somehow. I just haven't figured out how. So let me just show you this one. Yeah.
It is 9:47.
Oh, good, because we're almost done.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is beautiful too. So these are different shades of, actually, I know the question that's on everybody's mind. Will it go with Aster and Grenache? Here it is with Aster. Ooh, it's really nice with Grenache. So this is making it look a little more burgundy. Road. Thank you. Roan.
So close.
Roan.
We're just leading you astray.
Yes. But yeah, there's definitely tones of this here, right here.
So I have a question, Mom.
Yes.
That's going to make you think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Not another thinky question.
So before your Sorry Not Sorry and Kalyana days,
Yes.
how would you approach expressing yourself in your fashion? Here, let me put it in a bit easier. When you were very much following the rules of fashion,
Yeah.
like you didn't even consider moving outside of the rules.
Yeah.
How would you express yourself within those confines?
I would say creativity. And actually, I was thinking about this, strangely enough.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so
cute.
sweet.
Yeah, because I was thinking what I used to do is, I mean, we didn't have money for like super expensive things and not vast quantities of things. So like if we went to J. Crew or something and we went to the sales section and there was a cute sweater, then I'd be like, that's the one. And then I would try to figure out what I could do with it. So it was a lot of playing with pieces that were acceptable. And then it was mixing and matching those pieces so that there was that element of creativity. And people used to think that they would go, oh my God, you must have a huge closet. I'm like, actually, I have one very small walk-in closet with a row on this side and a row on that side. And that was it. But I always had a different outfit because I would play with them.
That is so true, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's how I approached it. Like I got to express myself by mixing and matching. But like as much as I knew that the cool color to wear was black and then just have different layers of black and, Sarah Pacini and all those different shades of charcoal and then grays and anthracite and black and just put all of those on together and just layer all those neutrals. Unless the drape was beautiful, it got really boring. Mm-hmm. So it didn't really matter to me that it was so acceptable because I was bored. Mm-hmm. And I don't like being bored. And one of the best parts of my day, like you were saying, is getting dressed and having that, like, this is one fun thing I know is going to happen today because I just put it on. Mm-hmm. So I know.
Yeah, I do. I really agree with that. I think from an outside perspective, like while I was growing up and watching your style develop, I feel like you really started using taking up space and breaking rules through your shoes and your purses.
Yeah, I really did start there.
Yeah, like I remember your purses were always something that took up space. Like the one that's so vivid in my mind is the fuzzy orange one.
The fuzzy orange one.
Like
that was stunning.
And you walked into a room and you could be wearing anything and you notice. You notice and you're like, that's so cool. Like it wasn't even just like oh, that's a big bag. It was like wow.
Statement pieces.
It's a statement piece.
I think that might have been it. I had statement pieces.
Yeah. And I think it was just really interesting because, like I always thought that you had such a very like dynamic fashion like taste and that you really did express yourself in the way so that you were like wearing clothes. But then I think comparing now to then, like I didn't realize how much you were limited in how you wanted to express yourself, you know?
Well, and that's why I think even like Rachel's comment really resonated with me. Like if I wore this back then, I would think, oh, everybody's going to think I'm big. Mm-hmm. And not that there's anything wrong with being big. It would just be
there's this underlying expectation that it's like, oh, if you're wearing that, it's going to make you look big. You need to prove you're not.
You need to prove you're not.
Or else it's wrong.
Yes.
And it's like, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And, you know, and it that's why when she said in her story, like, if you love it, can that not just be enough? But again, not in a judgy way, because even I just said it in a judgy way. It was like, if you love it, then just wear it. Mm-hmm. Like, allow yourself that. Give yourself that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, Rachel, from the mouth of babes, honestly. She's the youngest person on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's almost like she's not caught up in the same obsessiveness of, you know, you must do this.
Well, she's also, Jane says that's a stunning boxy.
Honestly, this at the bottom feels like jewelry. It's Swarovski crystals and they're just lined up. And they're like, they've got some weight to them, but not a lot of weight. Yeah, it just feels like a necklace on the bottom.
Is it Avatar?
It is. It's not Wabi Sabi. But yeah, these crystals are crazy.
Jordy says it's like stars. It really is.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And I love it with jeans. Well, I love it with the jeans.
I think because it's just the one color, you can kind of do a lot with it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I know this isn't going to look right, but you know, who's to say that you don't take some really crazy color and put it underneath and throw on a necklace that matches? And you can, because it's all purple. Thanks, Mira.
It's just for Instagram.
Yeah, and
it's weird.
The center is such a small spot.
It really is.
That's one step that way. That's one step that way. So I have about 2 feet that I have to stay in.
We should really make a tape box.
Probably. That would make it a lot easier.
Who's got the time?
Maybe next time we do try it, though, because I do. But then I get up close to the camera, and then same thing. I end up out of screen.
It's tricky.
It is tricky. Yeah, this one is stunning. This is one of the ones that's going to release on Sunday. I hope she goes to a good home.
Oh, that vest is so beautiful.
And then this vest is so beautiful. So the colors in this vest, this is another one that's getting released. Oh, it's got this crazy turquoise on the border. So I think you guys can see it here. So there's turquoise with red and a couple of shades of green. There's little rice-shaped beads and sequins. And then this here is all embroidery. There's metallic embroidery, but there's also some thread embroidery. There are tiny little pearls in the center of that flower. It is truly exquisite. You can see why this one was rescued and Shibori died, because you just can't get work like that anymore. But this is pink and gray with slight purple undertones. And I wanted to see how it looked together. Who's going to say no?
I was just going to say, I don't really like it. And then you're like, who's going to say no? And I was like, not me. Wouldn't be me.
Not me. No, I'm not going to say no. Won't be me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a fine line between if we say yes to everything, there will be total havoc. I don't know. Why would, I don't know. And it's funny because we talk about rules here at the store as well, is that you really do have to trust that if everybody kind of trusts their own judgment, that everybody's judgment can be trusted. And, there's different things that affect people's judgment sometimes, like emotional things or family things. And people don't always bring the best judgment. And maybe that's why rules are important. But wouldn't it be nice if we just lived where everybody just used their soundest, wisest judgment and had one dear friend who they trusted? And they'd be like, am I using poor judgment? And the dear friend would say, no, you're not hurting anybody. And then that would be it.
Chose holy.
Where's that from?
Indiana Jones. We all have an old knight who's watching over the Holy Grail.
This is so pretty.
Jane says, I would say no, lol. Me too, girl. Me too. But it's fun. It's fun to play with.
It is fun to play with.
So I do want to let you know that there's 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So maybe, I think the poncho on the end is an existing piece.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So I want to say that this is one of these colors, right?
Roan.
Is it roan? Or is it alder?
Both.
I want to say it's alder. It's more alder than roan.
Well, roan is that dark color, and then the alder is the light color.
Yeah, very, very close. And then this is roan. Looks good with them both.
Mm-hmm.
I already placed my order, but I fear I'm not done. So I get to be privy to all the conversations that people are having, like when people message the store and say, oh, could you just tell me if blah, blah, blah. So I get to see those messages and read them, and they end up convincing me too. So there was a conversation going on between Corey and I think it was Corey and Alex comparing roan and alder and Grenache. Mm-hmm. And I was riveted by this conversation because I do have a pair of pants that I got a couple of seasons ago, winter weight, that are really, really close to roan, but a slightly more burgundy. Mm-hmm. And roan, I thought, well, that's kind of burgundy too. Do I really need both? And I'm following this conversation. And by the end of it, I was like, yeah.
Was it uni?
No, it was way before that. It was the same season they came out with Soca, which is so long ago.
So long ago.
And I bought them secondhand or something because I had missed out on Grenache and I was so sad. And I'm like, I need something that's like Grenache. So I got something that it was slightly more faded looking, but in the same family. So I'm like, I kind of have Grenache. I don't need roan. And then Corey put together all of her pieces and said, they look really good with Grenache, but they would pop with roan. And I'm like, she's right. She is absolutely right. So it's really hard for me. Thank God you guys miss out on those conversations because you would get talked into everything inadvertently.
So my favorite.
Okay. I kind of don't want to take this one off because it's so beautiful.
So man, it's time for my favorite piece.
Is it which one is your favorite?
The sculptural. That's the pink and the blue with the flowers.
Yeah, I can see why. So what you're
seeing? Are those French knots?
That's embroidery. It looks to me like machine embroidery.
Whoa.
This is Tarocco. There is Tarocco in there, but also that dark green from this season.
That with the pink and blue necklace that Christine made.
Oh, it'd be beautiful. Okay, so some of this is machine embroidery here. This is also machine embroidery.
Yeah, I think it might all be machine.
It might all be machine embroidery.
It's so clean. I'm so used to hand embroidery.
Yeah, it's so smooth. And it could have been hand embroidery, except you can usually, you can tell from the back with all the threads. Yeah, this is really beautiful. So this has got different shades of pink and red. So the leaf design you're seeing is a true red, and then the shibori dye around the outside of it is more of a pink, like a raspberry. Here we have thyme, which is a little bit more eucalyptus, but then in here we have a forest green with bluey undertones, which is exactly one of the colors from the season.
Thank you. Elizabeth Parker says that she loves the new store.
Oh, that was so nice. I missed you in store, but I did hear that you came in the other day. Not Nova. Isn't there a green from this season that's like a real green?
Egg fruit?
Tyrol.
Mm. Right? Ooh, that's perfect.
So you do have some thyme in there as well, but you also have the Tyrol color.
Time after time.
I was in grade 9 when that song came out, Mira. Do you know that Ferris Bueller's Day Off is like 40 years old or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. I don't know why I thought that Cyndi Lauper sang Total Eclipse of the Heart.
No, that's
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler, yeah.
I sang that at karaoke, guys. That is the best song to sing at karaoke. Wowza.
This is really fun.
It's so beautiful. I love it so much.
Little pockets. Yeah, this one's really nice. Now, would you feel like you were taking up space if you wore this one, Mira? Time
No.
for you to get the tough questions.
No, like that's what I mean. I think it's weird because I'm like, it's a dress, and a dress you're making a statement, and like a statement dress I understand, but it's like with the Jiva, I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like with the Jiva, it is like when it's a beautiful dress and I'm wearing it, I don't feel like I'm taking up space. I'm just showing that I have a beautiful dress.
Okay.
When I'm wearing a Jiva jacket, I'm not just showing off a beautiful jacket. I'm taking up space and saying something about myself, you know?
Okay, right.
Like if someone, like it's like the same way, oh, Jane says good night, see you next week, Jane.
Good night, see you next week, Jane.
Like it's very similar to the pepin.
Oh, is that why you don't wear the pepin?
I do, but it is really, it actually, yeah, maybe. Because I'm not just showing that I have a beautiful piece in my closet. I'm showing who I am with this piece.
Yeah.
Like with my Régie Pépin, I'm showing that I'm
a whimsical bitch.
a whimsical bitch.
I can't believe I said that. I never say stuff like that.
No, like that was kind of so silly.
Mom, is that you? I should give you guys the code for this in case you're interested in the two together because they really are quite beautiful. Uh-oh. It's attached and I can't get it far enough away from my face. PRC 9247.
We hope.
We hope.
Yeah, like I guess when it's like a dress, like when I wear a beautiful maxi dress, I'm like, yeah, this is a beautiful silk. What a lovely, amazing silk. And I'm wearing this beautiful silk.
Yes.
But when it's like I even find it with my sculptural, like I don't wear my sculptural as much because but like when I wear it, I'm like, this is showing what I think is beautiful, how I want to express myself, you know?
Yeah.
And like I think with the Jiva jacket especially, it's because you're picking a jacket that expresses two different sides of yourself because it is two different pieces.
Well, and also because it's structured, but also whimsical.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's both.
It's really taking two sides, like either I'm this style or I'm that style, you know?
Yeah.
I'm whimsical or I'm more modern street style. Whereas I feel like the Jiva jacket shows both of those at the same time.
It blows your mind a little.
It's just it's very much wearing my style on my sleeve, literally.
Yeah.
You know? That I think it is just a real, like...
But you don't want to end up like Jordy and have missed half your life of expressing yourself.
Of no birthday hat days.
Because of a birthday hat. Because somebody said you needed to cut off your tails.
Oh.
Sorry, she's crying again, guys.
You know what's crazy is like that makes me emotional, and then the no more scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head.
Yeah, you're okay with that one?
I'm like, and he had it coming. And why was he doing that? He was being mean. You know?
Okay, guys, we are done.
She's spinning.
I'm spinning. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Tyrol with this one.
So I hope that we gave you reason to question all the people who don't like bunny tails and decide that you can be country music.
And to take in more stories about animals being friends and hanging out with their animal moms. That's like, and I leave you with this sweetie trend because surprise! It's my mom's birthday this weekend!
Oh my gosh, it is. It's my birthday on Sunday.
Birthday! Thank you! But there's this little trend and it's one of my favorites. And it's whenever it's a mama animal with all her babies, it's let's go something with mama. So it's like the ducks are swimming and it's like, let's go swim with mama.
Aww.
Or it's like a mama bear and her cubs crossing a street, and it's like, let's go on a walk with mama.
Aww. That's also sweet.
And it's this mama's birthday.
Yes, and that sweet young thing has to work, so she doesn't get to come to Ottawa. So please come visit her on Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
While she's here, so that at least she feels like there's a reason she stayed behind.
Yes, I'm a hero.
She'd be a hero. Yeah, she's the only one who's not going to be there this weekend.
Sad, but it happens.
It happens. That's what happens when you have a small business.
Working life.
Yeah. Normally I take the shifts of people who need to go do family things, but it's my family
same
thing.
Family.
Yeah, it causes a problem.
It really does.
Yeah. Thank you guys all for joining us. I hope that you will participate on the fun on Sunday night at 8 p.m. And hopefully scoop up some of these treasures that allow you to fully express yourself with so much joy.
Aww. Jacqueline Love says, so many beauties. Hoping my internet works this weekend. Jordy says, happy birthday. And Michelle says, have the very best weekend and wear cowboy boots with your SKS pieces. Happy birthday, Priya.
Okay, bye, guys. Have a good night.